So we have the Samsung 40-inch. The set is totally dead. No power indicator. As you can see, it won't turn on. And the first thing I've noticed is loose ground screws. Look at this. Look how slack these screws are. Unbelievable. All of the screws on the power supply are loose like this. Look how many turns. Alright, so let me just tighten the screws first, all of them. That was one, I'm doing the second, the third, and the fourth was actually worse. Okay, so all are snugged. Okay, alright. So now, let me plug in the power supply in now and see if the TV will turn on now. Could have been just these screws that are loose. So I'm just gonna plug in. It's plugged in. And I'm not seeing any power indicator. There is no power indicator and the TV is not turning on. I'm pressing power, nothing. Okay, me unjack the power supply. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is check all the fuse and see if any of them are blown. There's a possibility one of the fuse could be blown because of the ground screws being loose. Alright, we have one here. Trying to get a good angle and lighten as well. This power supply is very big, so um, getting everything in view is a little tricky. Alright, so continuity. Let's check this fuse here. So fuse. This fuse is bad. This fuse is blown. Okay, that is one. There's another, and this end here. So this is the main fuse. Let me get this in view. And this one is good. Okay, this one is good. So let me replace that fuse and test again. Let me move across to where the fuse is. Where are my tools? Alright, it's not pretty looking, but it works. So let me
plug in again and hope that fuse don't blow up. Let's check, and it did. Okay, the fuse blew immediately. So we have a problem on the power supply board. So let me take this power supply board out and we will do some checks. So most likely what will cause fuse to keep blowing is a short. All right. So there's a short on these two pins. Sorry. So we have a short on these MOSFETs. And if I go across, it could be just one of them are shorted, and this one as well. We have a short on these two pins, but not this one. Oh, yes, we do. All right, so what I'm gonna do is take those MOSFETs out. All right, and see what is the value and see if we could replace them. All right, it's out, and let's test. Let's test it out of circuit. Any pin. So it is shorted. Okay, not on this pin, but on this pin. So we know this is bad. 7 and 50U, 7 amps, 500 volts. And let me test for shorts as that is out and see if the next MOSFET is shorted as well. Yes, it is. So let's remove the other MOSFET. Okay, it's out. This one look a little dark, like it was overheating, and shorted. All right, so both of them are bad. Let me see if I can get replacements. Give me a sec. All right, so I found two MOSFETs that I can use. These are the ampage a little less. It's 5 amps, 500 volts. And the one that came out, which is this one, 7 amps, 500 volts. But the 5 amps should work. And I realized that these MOSFETs actually corresponds to the turn on of the CFL bulbs for the backlights. Alright, so I'm gonna install them and hope for the best. So let's install. Let me reinstall the power supply and test. Look at this fuse again while let's see if it will blow again. I'm gonna plug in the power supply now. It's plugged in and we have power. You can hear the TV chime. The TV is on and we have the backlights on. Let me switch cameras so you can see. Let me move this out of the way. Take off the light so you can see the backlight is on. And let me take off autofocus. All right, so everything is working. All right, let me switch off. It's off. You can see the LEDs. Sorry, it's not LEDs, it's actually CFL bulbs. And you can hear the chime. And the TV is on.
I'm seeing a blown component on the main board. Let me take a look at that.
Let me uncheck, switch cameras again. All right. Focus. Let me see if you can see it. Can you see it? What's going on here with this? I don't know if it's a transistor or what. I don't know what it is. If it's a diode, but it's blown and it's coming to these. Let me go as close as I can. What is that? Resistors. It's going to the HDMI port that is missing. Probably shorted out when the port came off. Hmm. How can I repair this? I don't know. I think I am seeing it's a D828, so it's a diode. So this is a diode and this is also a diode. Could it be the same, just in reverse? Could it be? Hmm. And what about the port that is in? Don't even look good. Look like they glued the port down. So someone was inside this TV before. That is glue. Hmm. All right. Let me measure these resistors, continuity mode. I don't know if they are filters. This one is reading good as a short, but this one is not. Let me put it on ohms, and it's reading 1000 kilo ohms. Okay, it's probably good, but I don't know the correct value for that. And this comes on the first pin of the HDMI connector. We have all the pads, which is good. The only concern I have is that diode. Okay, so let me see if I can find an HDMI connector that will work on this board. Okay, I found. Let me take a good look at this port. All right, and I'm gonna take it off of this board. Where is it? Where is it? It's just really hard to find. Okay, look, it's here. All right, and I'm seeing diodes close to it as well. So maybe we can use one of those diodes to replace the one that is blown. All right, so let me remove this connector and hope it works. Okay, so the port is out. This is the port here. All right, port seems to be okay, and the pins as well. All right. Okay, so that is coming, passing through there and coming to this pin. All right, so let me check this one again. Okay, so it's coming to this. That's not a diode, is it? It's not. So what I'm checking here is the orientation of the customer's board, but this is the donor board here, but this first pin goes to a diode. But in this case, to make sure I get this right. Okay, it is coming to the diode here. So I can take this diode because it's coming to the same pin as on the customer's board. So I will take this diode and put it on the customer's board. All right. Let's hope that works. All right. Let me see. Just need to get the pins lined up. It's really, and this will be a very hard port to solder because it's really close. This is the next port right here. So this is the space I have to work with. It's going to be very difficult, but I don't have a choice. All right, let me see what's happening here. Looks good, but let me test. Let's start on this end just to get the tweezer between. So far, so good. All pins are good, and the job was done beautifully. I mean, pins look really great, but The only thing I am concerned about is that diode. I still need to solder the legs of this HDMI port. So let me do that now. Alright. Okay, so you can see it was a really good job. All pins have sufficient solder and there are no bridges. Okay, alright. So all I can do now is install the board and test and hope for the best. Okay, so I tested the HDMI off camera and it didn't work. So the only issue I can see is the problem. It is the diode I put in. This diode. The other port worked. The one that was there glued in, that is working fine. But this isn't working. All right, so let me get one with a different orientation and hope for the best. I have many boards I can extract diodes from, so let me start with this one. I don't know if all HDMI basically run on the same principles. Let me see. So this is coming here. All right. And let me see if these two are connected. No. Same. But where is this one going to? It's coming here. It's actually a ground. So it's coming to a ground after this first pin. Alright, let me check diode mode. So I am looking for one. This is what? What is this? A diode as well? Point one, point one. And the polarities are different. So I may try and use this one. Let me extract this one and let's see how it goes. Won't hurt to try. Alright, so let me install and test again. If it works, you will see. If not, I'll be back again to try another diode. Okay, so I confirm that the HDMI is working now, but what I'm gonna do, alright, that was a relief. I want to neaten up the pins on the connections so I know nothing will happen in the future. But I'm really happy that that port now is functional. So now the customer has two ports to work with. Okay, that's good. The only thing I have not checked is to see if we are getting audio from the port, but I know we are getting an image and the image is perfect. Alright, so that is good there. I was thinking of fixing the other port, but I think the issue I'm gonna have is trying to remove that glue. That glue is gonna be an issue. Okay, there's a lot of glue and I will have to use heat. Okay, and that glue is hard. Alright, so that will have to stay like this. Alright, so this is done. Okay, so where is it? Alright, perfect. So let me install and show you that the TV is working.
Okay, so this is the set on now. That is HDMI 2. This is the ports with the glue. Alright, so it's just to show that this port is working and the port that I soldered is HDMI 1. So I'm switching across to HDMI 1 now. And I also did confirm that we are getting audio. So this is HDMI 1 and as you can see it's showing perfectly fine. And we also getting audio from the port. So thank you for watching. Hope you like and subscribe to the channel and you can also leave a comment if you wish.